What is good? What is good? Gangista, what is good? Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening. All of them thing there. Oh. Doing the sippy cup today. Not sure who's on. Don't really care. Obviously, it could bloody interrupt with things going on over here. But you know, I thought why not just do a quick live. I need to sort my shit out, to be honest with you. Looking a bit grizzly. Big up Tony Claude Gunner. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. I'm going to be on there tonight, 5 o'clock UK time. Definitely this time. So big up Tony Claude for that. Big up all the usual regular people that usually pass through. 20 past 12 on a Tuesday. Yeah, people working. All of that stuff. But big up. Just going to let it build, see if anyone pops in. But we will get started regardless very, very soon. Hope everyone's well today. I hope everyone's well, man. There's things to talk about, of course. May as well start with William Saliba. I see one post saying that he's out for the season. I see another post saying he's out for 2 weeks. I then see another post saying he's out for 3 weeks. And again, where Arsenal's concerned, we're never going to know, are we? You know, until we see them back. He was talking about Raheem Sterling being injured for many weeks and whatever when that first happened. And Sterling actually came back a lot quicker than I expected. But I'm going to be honest with you, not to say that he's done any good, but we've loaned the guy, we contribute to his wages, so put him on the pitch. Like, let him try and earn his wages. Do you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no other options. We've got no choice. Like, when you're seeing us down to Meg the Sterling as our only option, you know. But apparently, you know, we don't need any help. Apparently, it's internal solutions. Apparently, you know, January is such a hard month to buy players. It don't seem very hard for any other teams, though, at this point in time, does it? Tottenham needed a goalkeeper. They addressed it. I mean, Tottenham need a lot more. So do Arsenal, let's be honest. But, you know, lo and behold, Tottenham has done more business in January than we have. But it's supposed to be so hard. I wake up today, I'm seeing Marmoush medicals at City. Like, this hurts me as much as Sancho and Pedro Neto going to Chelsea. Like, this hurts me as much as that, maybe even more. Because Sancho, I definitely would have taken him, 100%. But there's still some question marks to be asked or answered for Sancho. Pedro Neto, I would have taken him probably more over Sancho because I feel like he's got more experience in the Premier League. Yes, he can be a bit injury prone, but does that seem like a problem for Chelsea at the moment? You see what I mean? So when I saw that happening and I saw Arsenal, big old Arsenal, rocking up with the wrong Neto and Raheem Sterling, like, we're in big trouble, guys. From the summer, I knew we was going to be in big trouble. From the summer, I knew this team ain't winning the league. From the summer, guys. And we've come into the Premier League. And for me, it's just been hopium, bruv. Hopium and copium. You know, I hope that we can play as good as we did, you know, last season. You know, I hope we can push City and whoever else, you know, right to the last day again like last season. But am I expecting that? No. Am I confident that we was going to be able to do that? No. Not based on the signings that we made. Squad players at best. And Moreno is rubbish. Calafiori's probably a little bit better than Moreno, but he's way too injury prone as well. Absolutely rubbish, bruv. And we've spent, what, best part of 70-80 million on two players that don't even improve the squad. Let's be honest. I don't even think they improved the squad. Maybe Calafiori, but you've never played him as a centre-back. You don't want to play Kivior there, so why have we wasted money on him? Okay, a few people popping in. Good afternoon. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I need all the support I can get. Someone's just said hello or yellow. Looks like a Russian name. I can't pronounce that. So if there's any kind of translation into English, please let me know and I'll big you up. For the rest of the people in there, say hello. I'll big you up. But let me know what you think, guys. Because obviously we've got Dinamo Zagreb tomorrow at home at the Emirates, Champions League. And I just don't really know. I wasn't confident that we beat Villa, and we didn't. You know, we could have lost that game very, very easily. And they didn't even play that well. And a lot of people have said, you know, I've gone on to comments on other people's videos, and a lot of people have said, oh, no one's giving Villa any credit. Yeah, give Villa credit, but let's be honest, they didn't come and bop us off the park. You know, they came to be compact, Villa, in my opinion. They came to not do too much and try and catch us on the counter, and it basically worked. It worked. You know, I swear they had like two shots on target, couple of shots on target in the whole game, 2 goals. You know, we had all of that ball possession, you know, all of those chances on goal, and we've got the same amount of them. Listen, and forget all of that, right? The pure fact of the matter is, we came out, we were 2-0 up. We're in the second half, we're 1-0 up at half time, we're now 2-0 up. The second goal was fortunate in my opinion, but we're 2-0 up. So now you've got something to be pragmatic about, not like previous times when I've seen them trying to waste time after we're 1-0 up and stuff like that. That's ridiculous, especially at home. We shouldn't be doing those kind of things. Big up Paul Brady. You will win now with Arteta. Yeah, listen, Paul, I don't even disagree with you. I've really been trying to check how I think recently. I've really been looking back on the history of my club, looking back on how long I've supported them. Do you know what I'm saying? I remember my first game at Highbury, I think we lost 2-1 to Man United. I can't even remember who scored. I was young. And then I went to a couple more games after that. Whirlwind, but I weren't really into it. And then for me, I think I was 14? I think I was 14 when I really, really, really started to say, you know what, I support this team. You get me? It's not just just because my dad supports them, blah, blah, blah. I'm really taking interest myself. And I can remember it perfectly, man. It was September 1997. It was actually the game that Ian Wright broke his Arsenal goal scoring record. Was it 179 or something like that? At Highbury. North Bank was rocking. We had Seaman in goal, man like Ray Parlour, the proper Arsenal team, innit? And we even went a goal down. Seaman got a hand to the shot, but it kind of lobbed over him. We went a goal down, and then we come back to win that game 4-1. Ian Wright hat-trick. Better days, guys. Better days. But I've been going back. I've been trying to think about all the history of the Arsenal, my history supporting this club, and really trying to remember what it was like. And there was a fan on AFTV who was saying, even Lee Judges, he was on with Dan. Big up Dan Potts and Lee Judges. And I weren't really, I'm like Lee, some people are calling him a flip-flop. I mean, I think that's a bit harsh. At the end of the day, you base your opinions on what you see, right? So if you see your team play shit, you're going to obviously be upset. We played shit, blah, 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 blah. What's going on with them, this, that, and the third. If you see a team play well, you're gonna say, the team played well. We beat Tottenham, blah blah blah. Like, I can understand that. But what I don't understand is obviously when Lee says things like, "Oh, I ain't one of those that want to get rid of the manager." Why? This is what I don't understand. Some people have said to me, you want to get rid of Arteta, you don't know football. Fair play, but please explain why I don't know football. Do you know what I mean? Please explain why this guy's getting paid 15 million a year. And now you're in big trouble and it's like you can't coach your way out of it. His in-game management is poor. His team selection is all over the place. His substitutions are poor. Why did you take off Martinelli against Aston Villa? When we were drawing at home against Everton, and Everton are they ain't even got no one up front, one man standing there against two defenders. They're not even trying. Why are you making like-for-like substitutions? Don't we need a goal? So shouldn't you be putting more attackers on the pitch? This is my point exactly, guys. This is my point exactly. So your in-game management is poor. We have William Saliba out. And this could be a big, big problem, man. Big up Godfrey on loan to Real Madrid. Oh my God. Big you up, bro, man. Hope you're well today, fam. I'm not even, do you know what? You don't even have to be on loan. If it's a team from another country, support them, bro. How about that? What, is Lee Gunner on loan? Big up Luca Talks Ball. He supports two teams over here, Arsenal and then MK Dons. I ain't got no problem with that. They're not exactly in conflicting leagues. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm going to have to come on loan as well, bruv. Maybe I'm going to have to come on loan as well. I was saying to Abs, if Tottenham win a cup before Arsenal, bruv, I'm just going to stop doing YouTube. If Tottenham win a cup before Arsenal, then forget on loan. I might be the first grown ass man, to document changing allegiance. Do you know, like that? No, I'm only joking. I mean, obviously you can support a team lower down, you can support a team in the next country, as long as it don't kind of conflict. Can't support two teams in the Premier League, that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got a little second team that they're quite fond of. For me, it was kind of QPR, because the missus, all of her family are QPR season ticket holders. They've been trying to convert me for years. And some of the arguments they got, I find it hard to argue with. But anyway, Arsenal versus Dinamo Zagreb tomorrow in the Champions League at the Emirates. Team preview. How can we do a preview? We just don't know. We just don't know who's going to be fit. We don't know who's going to be ready. We don't know where they're going to play. Do you know what I'm saying? And you've got to blame your saviour Arteta for that. When Arsene Wenger got kicked out of the club, there was millions of fans saying, who else you going to get? Who can come and do what Arsene Wenger did? Blah, 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 blah. So, everything in life has a beginning and an end. So when we all die, then what? Arsene Wenger's left. Has the club been, deleted? Is the club not still there? Are people not still filling up the fucking Emirates every week, buying their shit food and beer? So that's another thing that really pisses me off, guys, when people say, well, who are you going to get? Anybody, bro. I was saying on my live yesterday, competence. Liverpool, they're just competent. I don't think they've been, I don't think they've been in fifth gear this year. Not yet. They ain't been blitzing teams. They've just been competent, bro. They control the game. They use their moments. Big up Paul Brady. We call Arteta Lego head and laugh at him these days. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. I didn't want Arteta in the first place. Why am I going to want someone who's got no experience, who's never managed a football team before, to come in at the helm of this club? Now, whether you think we're a big club or a small club or whatever, many people on YouTube can't stop talking about Arsenal. Many people in the media can't stop talking about Arsenal. All of the media know that Arsenal's never going to buy half these players, but they just use us every day to make money. You know, Arsenal is a very good money-making tool for a lot of these people. Everyday papers selling papers, Arsenal linked with this man, that man. We know we ain't getting none of them players. We ain't linked with none of them. But these men are got to eat, right? AFTV, Transfer News Daily. There ain't no transfer news, bruv. Big up Curtis Shaw, had that fucking dickhead go on his show. I can't even remember his name, bruv. Just another prick in a shirt. Another corporate shill. Curtis is trying to ask, man, what do you think of this? And what do you think? You might have had some inside information for the club. And he's coming up with the same PR that gets span out all the fucking time. We're waiting for the summer. It's so difficult to do work in January. Lies, lies, lies. Or who are we after then? Well, it's fair to say, you know, the groundwork's been done on Sesko. No one wants Sesko, bruv. Nobody wants Sesko. Shit. Who on earth ever mentioned Kai Havertz before we got him? Oh, we need a striker. We need a gunman. Let's go and get Kai Havertz. Nobody. Absolutely nobody, bruv. Arteta, you've had 2 good years in 5 years. I've heard some fans telling me he's only had 1 bad year. No, he hasn't. He's only had 2 good years. And you failed. You didn't win nothing. And then this year, you failed again. We're not going to win anything. Not only that, we look worse than we have done in the last couple of years. We're still acting like we're in debt. This club is a shambles, bro. And I'm really trying my hardest to just not even think of this club. We're not a big club. We're not. I was trying to banter Chelsea fans. I was trying to banter Nottingham Forest fans, Aston Villa fans. How can I banter any of them? We ain't a big club. All of them clubs have got more heritage in Europe. Chelsea have won all the major stuff more recently than we have. They've won 2 Champions Leagues. We ain't won 1. We don't even try to win anything. That's the problem. That's the problem that a lot of fans have. That's the problem that I have. You don't even try to win things. We're here in January. It's so hard. It's not fucking hard. It's not hard. Can someone tell Man City how hard it is, please? As Arsenal fans, paying one of the most expensive tickets in the league, are you not fed up of seeing world-class players go elsewhere? Always an excuse. We're exploring the options. We don't need to explore any options. If there's release clauses, go and fucking release them, bro. That's it. PSR, FFP, none of that concerns me, bro. We're good. All of these dumb fans really think that that's something to do, you know, and this guy coming on, people don't realise how difficult it is in January. It's not difficult. And I don't care. I'm not a businessman. I don't own the club. I'm not a fucking some finance guy, some accountant. That's not my business, bro. I'm a supporter of the club, a customer who puts money into the club. I just want to know why we're not winning. I don't care about a new shirt or a new jacket. Where's the new signings? Arsenal is not a big club, so I'm trying to get used to that fact now, innit? I'm just trying to accept that fact, swallow it down, you know, finally accept it, finally take it in. We're not a big club, and then maybe I might be happy. You know, if you really look at it, we're actually overachieving again this season, as usual. Because as bad as the league's been, it's a proper farmers league, by the way. Proper farmers league. You know, as bad as the league's been, we're still second. Ooh. We still ain't lost at the Emirates at home. Ooh. All season. Wow. So much to be positive for. Let me go and buy that new jacket they're selling. This is not a big club, guys. Yeah? You know we need to be like? We need to be like Wolfie. You know Wolfie off Never a Foul? Big up Wolfie, Forest Fan TV. Make sure you go and subscribe to him. Forest have got more European heritage than we have. Yet they've come up from last season and they're equal points with us. What phase are they in? All this bullshit talk about phases and time and rubbish. Absolute rubbish, bruv. Absolute rubbish. And all we have got is some Stockholm Syndrome fans, bro. They've fallen in love with their kidnappers. This is a Ponzi scheme at Arsenal. They're only here to make money. They're not here to compete. The owners have even come out and said that. from top to bottom, they all need to go. They're not gonna, by the way. Like, we're literally being kidnapped as Arsenal fans. If you support this club, you're basically a kidnapped victim right now. You don't get a say in what goes on at this club that you put all your money, time and effort into. Let that sink in. The club still expects you to go and put all your time, money and effort into it, even though it puts no time, money and effort into the team. We've never been big. We've never gone and got a player in their prime from another team. Balls out. 50, 100 million, boof, boof, boof. Don't tell me Declan Rice either, because that ain't it, bruv. And I don't not like Declan Rice. I like him very much. I think he's a very good player. I think he's been good for us. I think he's being ruined by Arteta at this club. I think Arteta's ruined so many players. Let's be honest. We got Godfrey again. Carlo is leaving Madrid. Go get him next season. Yeah, I'll go and get him now. I would have hired him yesterday, bro. And even Curtis Shaw, bro, one of my favourites on YouTube. Like, he's the first person I see break this story. And then I'm even hearing out of his mouth, oh, well, you know, is he still hungry for it? Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear all that shit, Curtis, bro. It don't matter if he's not hungry or not. He's still going to be better than Arteta. He's still more accomplished than Arteta. He's still done more in football than Arteta, bro. You can still expect something from Ancelotti. What can you expect from Arteta? Except for lies and deceit. Arteta's scared, bruv. He's timid. He was a safe player when he used to play. He was shit as well. And now that identity has rubbed off on the team. Safe and pragmatic. And we're not even any good at it. I wouldn't mind if we was good at it, but we're not. So can you just stop all of that, please? That would be nice. That would be the next nice thing to do. Party playing at right back tomorrow. Big up Godfrey again. Of course, bro. Of course. You know, a centre back out and then the whole team's got to change. Right backs, left backs, fucking centre backs, midfield. Everything's got to change. And it doesn't make any sense. We've never looked any good with Partey at right back. He's too old. He hasn't got the legs. He doesn't overlap. You know, he doesn't concentrate for the full 90. He's not a defender. Just stop it. Always fucking, what is it? Square holes, round peg. I don't even know what the fucking saying is. Always this. You're buying centre-backs to play left-back. You're putting centre midfielders at left and right-back. Do you know what I mean? You're buying a midfielder to put him up front. Just buy players in their proper position. Like, what is going on? As Curtis keeps saying, we're literally watching a live apprenticeship in front of our eyes, guys. Big Arsenal, you know, giving out apprenticeships. Learn while you work at Arsenal. That's what I'm trying to say. We are not a big club. We are not a big club. Financially, yeah, we're big. In terms of the name around the world, we're big. But in terms of a football institution, we are nobodies, bro. And the sooner we get used to that, I think everyone's life will be better. Everyone's life will be better. You know? Bare times I've gone to watch QPR. I don't have no expectations, bro. So it's all a positive. Do you know what I'm saying? I go there, I support the team. Oh, you know, they lost this week, but they tried. You know, you can see that they're putting in effort. What can you see that this team does? This team looks lackluster. This team passes left and right and horseshoe football, candy dance, back and forward. The system ruining the guys, bruv. You know, when I watch Luca's, big up Luca Talks Ball, when I watch his MK Don vlogs, bruv, he looks a lot more happier, bro. You know, once you know where you are, you accept what you are. We're just here. We're just like get along gang. You know, if we can get something, great. If not, we'll be back again next season. You know, fuck it though. Big up Jamie McNabb. Being this mad when you're second in the Prem. Thank fuck you didn't decide to support QPR. This is what I'm trying to say, but it's people like you, bro. Like, what team do you support, my guy? Let me know. Let me know. Because I promise you, I wouldn't even be this mad if the team actually just identified with what it was. Yeah, we're an underachieving side. Or we're an overachieving side, I should say. We're an overachieving side. Yeah, we've overachieved in our history as a club. Not in Europe, because we've got no pedigree there. But in terms of FA Cups, Premier Leagues, and just our general, like, League Cups, that kind of thing. worldwide notoriety, if I can get the word out. Yeah? And you're telling me, how can I be this mad about being second? This because what is second, bro? What do you win for being second? This whole, like, Arsene Wenger was the first culprit to do all this shit, talking about the top four like it's a trophy. It's not a trophy, bro. It's a trophy if you're in business. Being mad about being second. Yeah, you're damn right I'm fucking mad. We've spent 800 million in 5 years. This is meant to be phase 5. This is meant to be the winning result of all of that money spent. We're supposed to be challenging for the league this year, right? Is that not what every fan told Arsenal fans? You must. This year, you must. That's all I was ever hearing. So now we're mad that we're not actually doing what we're supposed to be doing to win the league, and then people are saying you're mad because you're second. You're damn fucking right I am. Because you don't win nothing for second, bro. We've been second the last 2 years. What trophy have we won? Do we not still get bantered by everybody? If I was to go and literally go and support QPR like that, at least I would know what we are. We're just get along gang. We're just here for vibes. If that's what they wanted to say at Arsenal, I mean, they have said it. They have said it in little ways. When you've got Kroenke coming out saying, I'm not here to win trophies, he should have been hung on the spot. Drawn and quartered right there and then. Get the fuck out of this club and this country. Nobody's going to want you about you don't want to win trophies. Get out there. Why are you here? Madness, I lie. Godfrey again. We don't even have a Europa League, the bare minimum, bro. I think even if we was in the Europa Conference League, we wouldn't even win that. And I'm being deadly serious. We have been in that competition for ages, but have nothing to show, bro. How many times have we been in the Champions League? Why do we even stress to get back into the Champions League? It's just for the extra money. We don't go and ever buy Champions League quality players. We don't ever go and buy world class to try and win the Champions League. We're never ambitious about it. We don't ever try and win it. The same for the Premier League. And if you want any other evidence, this is it right here. And I've seen this way too much. I am 40 years old. I've seen this way too much. And it's not a coincidence anymore. We overachieved back in the day, and it's like the club never knew how to deal with that pressure. They never knew how to deal with it. They keep trying to act like they're a big club. They keep trying to talk like they're a big club, but they're not. Because when it's time to show and prove, they do nothing. Marmoush to City. That one is making me livid, bro. Absolutely livid. If you want an idea what a big club looks like, go and look at Man City, bro. 700k a week for Haaland on a 10-year deal. They already bought back Gundo and Savio, which I thought was a better window than our window last summer. Savio's better than any of our attackers. Yeah? But they rested on their laurels. They made a mistake, Man City. But you know what they don't do? They don't wallow in that and say, oh, we made a mistake. They just come back and fix it. All of their fans, they just done a fucking four-peat, by the way. And this is how fickle football fans are. And they want to chat shit about Arsenal. I've been in LB streams 1,000,000 times. All throughout those 12 games. Yeah, all throughout this season when their form has been shit. Do you know how much time they say Pep out, get rid of all of them, Foden out, Haaland out? Every 5 minutes, bro. After they've just done a four-peat, if anyone gets a chance to relax and say, I've had one bad year, it's Pep Guardiola. But do you think Man City fans are hearing that? Pep out. That's what they are saying. And in comes January, so hard to spend money, so hard to get players. And what's Man City doing? Buying out the bar. Not just fucking shit players. When they get an unknown player, I'm confident that's going to be a good player because they've got good talent ID. Talking about Igor Jesus, that fucking prick on Curtis Shaw. But I had to turn it off. I couldn't even watch it. And I was looking at Curtis and I can tell he was getting mad in his face as well. You got to play the game, make your money. But all of these absolute spastics that support this club, how can you not see what's going on? And I really try not to get angry, and every day I get vexed, bro. I really try not to. Because I was in that generation that got fooled, that actually thought this team was going places. You know? We got Wenger in, everything turned around. He changed the whole of football in England, bro. We're getting a new stadium, boom, boom, boom. Players are coming in, players the likes that we've never even seen before. Of course, we've always had decent players. But now we're building the invincibles. You know, we got Wenger ball. We're playing beautiful. We're getting compared to Barcelona. We got spoiled. And then the club tried to act like they wanted to continue with that when really they didn't. They were just waffling, innit? They were caught up in the hype. Wow, we're actually challenging. Wow, we're actually winning stuff. Wow, we've got a manager who knows what he's doing. And yes, Arsene Wenger lost his mind, but I also think it's the club mentality, it's the club ethos. Just serial, prolific overachievers. They only want to have a good business, guys. They don't care about a good football team. If they manage to get a good football team, yeah, great. This is what we've been working towards. Lies. They're only working to get themselves in the green. Yeah, they're only working to make profit. This is just a business, guys. I'm really trying to take that into my head now. I'm really just trying to accept we ain't a big club. So you can banter me, you know what I mean? You can do whatever you want. Arsenal's not a big club. We don't act like it, you know? Ever. So you just have to accept that's where we're at, man. Let's talk about Saliba. Now, I don't know how long he's injured for. Like I said earlier in the stream, I've heard that he's out for the season. I've heard he's out for a month. I've heard he's out for 3 weeks. I've heard he's out for 2 weeks. We never know, do we, with Arsenal? Because they're just never forthcoming. But it's a big problem. It's a big problem now because as we've just seen against Villa, as we saw the last time Saliba was out, big problems. Big problems. Is Kivior not a centre-back? I know Calafiori's injured, but would he have even played him if he weren't? So you've got no faith in these players, so why have we wasted money on them? Why are you not getting rid of them? Does it not make sense to do like-for-like subs instead of changing around the whole team, reshuffling the whole deck because one man's out? Like, who does that, bro? Who does that? Big up Paul Brady. Too many average fancy Dans, I'm afraid. Yeah, basically, bro. And that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. And when you've got Arsenal fans are embarrassing. We are one of the worst fan bases because we actually think that we're somebody, bro. Even I was getting drawn in. I left football for a while, guys. I left football for a while when I just saw... And you know, and I left it. I went to boxing and I was just watching boxing more. I wouldn't even watch football. I'd see the results. Cool, Arsenal's lost again. Whatever. Do you know what I mean? I just checked out. We managed to get rid of Arsene Wenger, but nothing changed. Do you know what I'm saying? We're still not going for world-class players. We're still not acting our wage. Do you know what I mean? We're still overcharging the fans and just making money out the arse for no reason. So I just left Arsenal. I didn't support another team. I just left football altogether. I saw Emery come in. I actually like Unai Emery, so I kind of tried to check in a little bit, but Emery wasn't backed. Let's be honest about that. He wasn't backed. He was the only manager to come out in January and say, we ain't got no money. Do you know how much I rate that guy for that? He ain't scared to say how it is. This ain't down to me. I'm doing the best I can do with what I'm given. We ain't got no money. Well, not even we ain't got no money, because we always got money, but this board don't want to spend it. And where's our board now? We're not playing very well. We're not capitalising every time Liverpool drop points. You know, our squad is threadbare. We literally have to field the same players because there's no one else to field. We've got half our bench filled up with academy players. So where's the owners to come and say, whoa, you know, we left you to your own devices, but we've got a really big chance of winning the league. Even now, even with all the shit that's gone on, we're still second. Yeah, you're right. But look at Forest. Hold on. Didn't Forest put in the bid for Wissa today? And Arsenal's doing nothing. This is Forest, you know. What phase are they in? Same points as us. Probably going to get top 4 football this year. Did their fans have to hear about time? They've made a bid for Wissa. West Ham made a bid for John Duran. What the fuck are we doing? Exploring options. If something comes along. When are you guys going to open up your eyes and see that this club is an absolute Ponzi scheme, bro? It's a pyramid scheme. It's a money laundering scam. This is what this club is. Big up Into the Box, man. Make sure you go and subscribe to Into the Box. That's Penguin. He had a little rebrand. Big up Pac-Man each and every time, my bro. Hope you're good today, man. Big yourself up. Big up Views and the man them in the chat. Yeah, big up everyone, man. Please hit the like for me. Subscribe if you're new. Godfrey on loan to Madrid. Top Gooners should go to teams like that since they don't like to win and leave us to hold the club to high standards. Yeah. And I got drawn into it, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you. I got drawn in as well. I got drawn in. Holding the club at these standards. You know why? Because like I said, I'm 40 years old. I've been supporting this team since I was a baby. Physically going to support them in the flesh since I was like 12. Yeah? Like, obviously I can't support another team. But I've been around long enough to see all of the lies, and it's like, why do you keep falling for the same trick? It's like one of those exes, you know, one of those beaten up wives that keep coming back to the man who's slapping them up. That's what it's like. And I should know better. And I'm on AFTV saying to people like Laurie and Robbie and all of these older people, even Lee Judges, about don't get rid of Arteta. Why the fuck not? He's shit. You should support Arsenal, not any players or not any managers. So when I see them old men acting like top gooners, that's what really pisses me off. Because you man should know better. I should know better. I should not get drawn in to be thinking that this is actually a big club. It's not. We are literally spicy Spurs, and we're only spicy Spurs because we've got a better history than them. But they're just another business just like we are. We might as well be called Chicken Cottage. And their favourite chicken and ribs. Because all we care about is making money. They don't care about winning anything. So the sooner we all accept that as Arsenal fans, we might actually be able to enjoy life, innit? Do you know what I mean? So, big up Godfrey, big up Pac-Man, Into the Box. Yeah, big up everyone in the chat, man. Big yourselves up, man, each and every time, man. Like I said, hit the like if you ain't already. Subscribe. If you've got any burner accounts, then go and follow me on the burner accounts, man. I need to get these numbers up. You know what I mean? A real one out here. Not everyone can stay the same. Big up Godfrey again. Big up Pac-Man. Hope you're good, G. Yeah, big up all the people in the chat. Big up Pac-Man again. I was at the Villa game, fam. Went outside near the AFTV crew. The way they were going in on the Jamaican bread day was disgusting. Are you talking about Yardman? Talking about Yardman. Because they're all top gooners, bro. They're all top gooners. You know, they're falling in love with going to the games. That's easy to do. I did that as well. But they're just all top gooners and they should all know better. Even I was like, nah, I don't like AFTV because this, that and the other. And my reasons are a lot different. I'm not saying AFTV is ruining the club. But I'm just saying that when you've got corporate shills, like we're meant to be hearing from the fans. So we don't want to hear your opinions. We don't want you interrupting interviews. We don't want you trying to tell fans that they're wrong. Yeah, because you lot are now making a living off what fans think. So we want to hear what they think, not what you think. I don't care what Robbie Lau thinks. I've absolutely had enough of Laurie. Yeah, the Chuckle Brothers. We don't care what you think. We're here to hear from the fans and the fans only. So So for me, when I say AFTV is a problem, because they push agendas and they're corporate shills, yeah, and they're like the biggest mouthpiece for Arsenal fans, and they're all top gooners. They act like they want good for the club, but I really don't think they do. As long as they can make their, and I'm hearing bear stories. I'm hearing a lot of these AFTV man that they don't even go to the games. They don't even go to the games. They ain't even got the bread like that. They go to the pubs and that, wait till after the game and then come outside the stadium and do interviews like they've been at the game. Have some shame, innit? Shame on your families, bruv. You know, like that. Have some shame. And you can see, it's just a business for Robbie. He's like the Cronkies. He don't care about Arsenal. He cares about business. That's why they're at bare of the games. I'm hearing they just sit in the pubs, bro. Not all the time, but most of the time. So when I say AFTV is a problem, it's because you're jumping on this corporate thing. Now you're like the club's mouthpiece. That's why you're a problem. When fans come on to chat, let them chat. We don't want to hear from you. Always trying to play devil's advocate. You're not doing any kind of award-winning interviews here. Yeah, no one's going to look at you and say, oh, interview of the year goes to Laurie because of all of these insights. And these, like, we don't care about your insights. You ain't a journalist. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't care what you think. We care what the fans think. When I click on it to see Turkish, I want to hear what he's got to say, not what you've got to say. That's why AFTV for me is a problem. But when it first came out, I'm like, yeah, give the fans a platform to talk, because we're out here getting abused and we can't do nothing about it. You know, the club's doing whatever they want, spending our money however they want. You know, they're not trying to be ambitious. They're not trying to win anything to keep the fans happy. Like, so the fans need a voice. So I was bigging up AFTV right at the beginning. But you can tell what they were on. They had DT, they had Troops, they had older guys. They had Mo, they had Kenny Ken, they had Chris Hudson, you know, they had Lee Judges, they had the older guys on there, yeah? And then they tried to go with all the younger guys, Troops and DT, because it was bringing in the younger fans. Now that they've hit 1 million subs and they don't need to bring in the Bloods and the Fams and all that kind of shit, now they're kind of just mixing it up. Now they're just a corporate shill. That's all they are now. They're corporate guys, you know? Please, can we get into the press conference? Please, can we have an interview on the channel? They don't care about Arsenal like that. They just care about their money, bro. Big up Pac-Man again. He made a point that some of these fans are just part of the problem. They are part of the problem. They are part of the problem because they basically just accept whatever the club chucks up. Yeah, you remember, you know, like how birds, when they feed their young and they regurgitate the food, and then the other birds like basically just sucking up all the sick. That's Arsenal fans. Like I said, I was drawn in a little bit, thinking, you know, in the Wenger days, you know, just as we moved to the Emirates, because when we last won a major, and I heard big up the Big Six people, you know, trying to come up with these questions basically to buoy off Arsenal, to buoy off Tottenham, but even Liverpool fans. If you're like in your 20s now, you've probably only seen 2 majors in your life, Champions League and the league, right? The last time we won the league was what, 2004, and I was 20. But those times there, you know, we had Invincibles, we're moving stadium, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, those times there, I was even drawn into no, like, we're a big club now, like, you know, we're trying to do this thing, we're trying to compete, we're going to try and win the Champions League. And for me, it took for Van Persie leaving, Fabregas leaving, Henry leaving, Nasri, Sanya, Alexis, Arshavin. These are players that people were saying back then weren't good enough. Like, we would literally bite your arm off to have those players now. When we got Ozil, not because we went out and flexed because we're a big club, it's because his situation wasn't good at Madrid. Same for Aubameyang. Same for Alexis Sanchez. When you've got your club legend Thierry Henry saying this club is not ambitious enough, that's why I had to leave. Like, what more do you need to hear? So after we lost all of them, and I tell you after, like, I tapped out, you know, Van Persie left us to go Man United and won the league straight away. With a shitty Man United side. That side weren't even that good. And that's the difference. And players were saying that then. Henry was saying that Arsenal want to win, United have to win. Do you see the difference there? Yeah? You're even seeing players coming out saying it this season about Liverpool. Liverpool want to win, Arsenal want to not lose. So when I go back in time and I look at all of this shit, I'm like, raw. I actually got drawn in. They actually pulled the wool over my eyes. Arsenal Football Club is not a big football club, guys. We're not a big club. We're literally overachievers. Big up my bro Abs Waffle TV show. I've been a little bit slack with the comments today, so I do apologise. Make sure you're going to subscribe to my bro Abs. Yeah? We've got In Hindsight coming soon. That's my broski right there, so make sure you're going to show some love. Big up Into the Box again. That's Penguin. I'm going to go on loan to the Championship for the rest of the season. Bro, you don't even need to go on loan. As long as they're not in the same league, support what you want, bro. I've heard people trying to cuss out Luca, bro. It's not like he supports Arsenal and Man United or fucking Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Do you know what I'm saying? He supports Arsenal and MK Dons, bro. Like, there's a big difference. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, Lee supports Madrid. He's not on loan. I might go and support a team from another country, bro, because I cannot even take this. Look at Madrid, bro. Look at Ancelotti. Did he not win the treble last year? But yet he's talking about stepping down because the pressure's too much. Couple of bad results. The fans are booing. They're not having that shit because they're a big club. That's what big clubs do. You know? So I think the moment we realise we might as well be like QPR, bro. Honestly. We're just QPR with a bit more money. What world-class players do we have at Arsenal? Right now. I'll wait. Some people are saying Saliba, but I don't even think he's there yet. I'm going to be honest with you. Saliba ain't there yet. We got no world-class players at Arsenal. Saka ain't there yet. Why is that always the case? How can we be joint highest ticket in the league? I think the season ticket's one of the most highest in the league as well. How? You know, like the Indians, how? How, Sway? How can they justify that when they never try and win? Every time we have an opportunity, the summer was the biggest opportunity. Oh, Man City and Liverpool not really doing much buying. Why are we not going out to make a statement? To say that we're coming for the league. Instead, we go back into this arse-little, Iceland, no frills activity, no frills business. Too scared to do big things. These men are stealing a living. When you lot realise that, do you know what I mean? Maybe things will change. Maybe it won't change. Maybe we need to change. Maybe we need to stop expecting shit and stop listening to the waffle that this club, you know what I mean? And just take it for what it is. It's just a business, bro. Primark FC. And all they care about is staying afloat. They don't care about winning nothing on the pitch. So as fans, once you accept that, then you can make up your mind. Do you want to go and pay all these dumb prices to go and watch Primark? Win nothing? Maybe overachieve once in a while? Or do you think, all right, cool. We're not a big club. How about I don't waste my money on this? How about I go on holiday or something? How about I go and buy myself a car? Or, you know what I mean? Treat someone. You know what I mean? Treat myself. How about I go and buy some clothes instead of this shit kit that keeps going up every year, but the team don't win nothing? Do you know what I mean? Like honestly, bro. Big up Into the Box again. That's the thing, mate. The AFTV lot started for the fans. Now it's for the money. Facts. They changed to target a new audience and a new age of fan. Where if the internet said it must be true, well, there you go, innit? If the internet said it must be true, if the club say it must be true, you know, we have to love characters at the club more than we love the club. Like we've done it so many times, man. Giving big money to shit players, we just reward failure. That's what we do. So this shit is hard for me because I am passionate in it. I'm still kind of in that where it does piss me off every day. I got to a point where it didn't. I didn't even watch football and my life was a lot happier. Well, I say that, but then I started watching boxing and there's just as much bullshit that happens in boxing. We've been waiting for the AJ Fury fight for over a decade, bro. I've watched Eddie Hearn turn from a young looking guy to like an old looking man still talking about AJ Fury, bro. That's how bad boxing is. So I came away from that as well. Do you know what I mean? Had enough of that shit, bro. Sports, it just in general, is getting on my nerves. Maybe I should be like the million fans in London who support Liverpool and United. We know why they supported them back in the day. They ain't your local team, bro. You're glory hunters, yeah? When I was in school, yeah, my aunt lives in Liverpool. We don't believe you, my brother. And I tell them in school, we don't believe you, bruv. Shut up, you're a glory hunter, bruv. Because Man United were doing good. Liverpool were doing good. Look how many fans City have got. I don't even remember meeting a City fan in the flesh, bro. And I'm talking from when I was born in 84 till sometime in the late 2010s and shit, bro. I think I actually met a Man City fan in the flesh. And I always say about the blue badge fan base that we've got. And I think that's why the club kind of goes out and targets the mentally ill or something. or autistic or ADHD people or something, because they just swallow up anything you give out. Let's make it about vibes. What are we, a nightclub, bruv? Are we a promotion team? Do you know what I mean? Big up Pac-Man again. Good shout, Godfrey. Forest going to get second at this rate. Yeah. Forest, they were putting in bids for Wissa, bruv. And what are we doing? You know, West Ham putting in bids for John Duran. Man City getting Marmoush. Why on earth did we not get Marmoush, bro? Why did that Kvaratskhelia or whatever go to PSG? What on earth is the problem with this fucking club, bruv? Do you know what I mean? We're overachievers. That's the problem. We're not really a big club. I still find myself getting mad. I'm really trying not to, but I think the longer I let it sink into my head, the longer I just let it sink in that we're just here for vibes. We got Win the Dog. We got the most sappiest intro tune. You know. We got Labradors and Chihuahuas for players instead of pit bulls and fucking bullies. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, we're always so sentimental. Oh, you've had a bad time in football. Come and score your first goal against us. Oh, you ain't won a game in 10 games. Come and get your first result against us. Oh, you're having a bad time. You're lacking confidence, Meg the Sterling. Yeah, you're on 300 grand a week, but you're lacking confidence. No worries, mate. We'll help you build it up. Like, what is this? Are we a youth club? Are we a care home? Like, honestly, guys, bro. Like, I'm trying not to even get mad. I keep saying it, bro, and I just, it will happen. I think soon I will get back to that point where I just don't care. Do you know what I mean? I just don't care. Like, you can't banter us. Like, we're doing brilliant at the moment. Second in the league with our shit team and our lack of ambition. Whoo! What does that say about the rest of the league, guys? Farmers League. Bigger into the box again, accepting mediocrity and not admitting the club's fucked from the owners down. Yeah, real fans can't call this shit out. Yeah. Real fans that call this shit out are haters, sorry. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we're the problem with the club. And then we will say that these top gooners are the problem with the club. And it's like, you know, and then the people at the club are just sitting there drinking champagne and eating caviar and going on trips. They're still getting paid regardless of how much we argue. Let's keep the argument between the fans. Because if the fans don't link up, then we can carry on getting away with this shit. You know, we can carry on stealing a living. Because that's what the club's doing. It's stealing a living, bruv. The owner come out and said, I don't care about cups. It's done right there. Kalas. Right there and then. Kalas. And I hear Liverpool fans, they sound exactly like us talking about FSG. But FSG has actually done something to try and win something. You can say what you want about them, but they spent money on Alisson, Van Dijk, you know, Salah. They went and bought in these players. And they haven't had to spend money like that ever again. They've won a Champions League in recent years. They've won a league in recent years. They got someone like Jurgen Klopp to come in. You can say what you want about Liverpool, and even though their fans sound the same as us in terms of what they're complaining about FSG, not investing, not showing ambition, they've shown more ambition than the Cronkies. You know, you're still on 69 or 70 cups in your whole history. Like, what are we talking about here? So all of these Arsenal hate-alongs, and like, you lot are wasting your time. We're not a big club. Like, we get bantered all the time. Every time in the NAF group, we got Man United fans bantering us. Like, the worst Man United we've seen in decades, bro. And they can still banter us. Because in the last couple of years, they've won more trophies than we have. And they're mid-table United. I don't call them Manchester United anymore. They're mid-table United, bruv. And they've still got more trophies than us in the last couple of years. Do you know what I'm saying? They spend money. They're still trying to act like a big club. That is the difference, man. Big up Pac-Man, yeah, Penguin, full-on profit-making service. Yeah, bro, we are a Ponzi scheme. You know them pyramid schemes? You get 2 people to buy in, they get 2 people. That's what we are. And the people at the top are just eating. And like I said, I wouldn't even care if they're making bare money if you were just investing in the team and the team was doing something on the pitch. Even if, and this is a great point that Lee Judges made, even though I don't agree with a lot of things he says, I don't think he's a flip-flop. I think he's turning into a bit of a top gooner, and he should know a bit better than that. But I think he's getting to the point where I was a couple of years back. He's just starting to not care. Like, just accept the fact that we are mediocre. Once you accept that, then maybe we can just, you know, on to the next one, guys. Let's see if we can win the next game. Let's see if we can finish top 4. Like, what is the point of getting into the Champions League if we're never going to try and win it? Well, I'll tell you what the point is. To make money. Because that's what we are. A money-making machine. So as long as you understand that, cool. As long as you don't mind eating, like, shitty hot dogs, uncooked hot dogs. As long as you don't mind drinking pissy beer and paying the highest in the league to go and watch 10 chihuahuas. Do you know what I mean? As long as you don't mind that, then we're good, innit? Arsenal, like, I don't even know how they sleep at night. Just coming out and lying to the fans, bro. If they just came out and said, here, what? We're just a business. Yeah, we've just got our doctorate in business studies. You know, like that. We're going to be the most successful business there is. Cool. And then we as fans can then decide whether we want to be on board with that or not. But don't try and make out that we're a big football club. Don't try and make out that we're actually trying to do something in the game of football. Because time and time again, we prove that we don't. We prove that we're not. We're nearly at the end of January. Not one player has come through the door. Like, what more evidence do you need? And this has been the case for as long as I remember. I've never, ever, ever remembered us having a complete transfer window. And I'll give you a couple of minutes now for the people in the chat while I light my zoot. Go on Google, do whatever you need to do. Please find me one window in Arsenal's history where they addressed everything that we need. Just one. They got Declan Rice a couple of seasons ago. We still needed players. We still needed a striker. And they only got Declan Rice because they needed to appease the fans. Because the fans, for once, had actually had enough. For once in my life, people had stopped turning up to the games. There was actually like 10,000 empty seats. I couldn't believe it. There was a point where people were getting planes and flying across the Emirates, Wenger out and shit like that. So what's happened to all of them people? Have they all died? And the fan base has just been filled up with a new generation of mediocrity acceptors. I don't know. And all this Arteta out, get them out tonight, get the Cronkies out. Yeah, I want all of that, but it's not going to happen. And until people actually get together and stop being against each other, because this little civil war that they've had, you know, Arteta in, Arteta out, Arsenal in, Arsenal out. While all of that's going on, they're just still eating on the board level. You know, it keeps all of the attention away from them, doesn't it? So more for me, people. More for me. Let me, like, not even be upset. Let's be happy. We're second in the league, guys. We ain't lost at home in the Premier League this year. Dun, dun, dun. What a big club we are. Do you know what I mean? We need to be happy. We've got a striker that ain't a striker. He's a midfielder. He ain't a midfielder. He's a striker. He ain't a striker. He's a midfielder. We don't even know what he is. Our marquee signing at 65 million, 280k a week. What on earth has he done to earn that money? I had people on the AFTV in the comments telling me, Havertz ain't a flop. He scored this many goals. He's giving me bare stats like it's fucking Phil Tilt or whatever. Do you think I give a shit about stats? I watch football with my eyes. I'm not a blind person feeling braille. Oh, look at all of these stats. Look at all of these bumps. Do you know what I'm saying? I watch with my eyes. The guy's shit. You're a squad player at best, and that's meant to be our marquee signing. Arteta is going to die on that signing. Die on his sword, bruv. I watch with my eyes. I don't need to see stats. When has he scored a goal that when we really need him to score a goal? Missing from 2 yards out and shit. What does he actually do in the game to affect it? You're 6'5" and you're a pansy, bruv. You're soft. You're weak. You're passing shit. You're shooting shit. You're crossing pants. I've really been watching Havertz of late. And I just don't see it. You're rubbish, bro. You're rubbish. Jesus does more in the game than Kai Havertz, bruv. How about that? Big up Penguin. Yeah, Penguin is full of profit making. So yeah. Full on profit making service, bro. Ponzi scheme. You know what I mean? Get your friends to get their friends. That's Arsenal Football Club. You know, constantly rewarding failure. You've just been knocked out the cup in a week. Both cups. Yeah, let's go Dubai. Constantly rewarding failure. You know, we've given contracts to injury prone players. We bought Kallstrom, who had a broken back. Why are we buying him? Who's the other Don? He was injured or something. We renewed the contract. Like, what is going on? Care Home FC. That's what you should be called. Care Home FC, man. Pick up Pac-Man again. Some of my mates will call me a Spurs fan if I say Arsenal plays shit. This is what I'm trying to say. This is the narrative. This is what gets on my nerves. And even when you watch AFTV, and when they're trying to say, well, then who would you get? It's such a lazy argument. So if Arteta was to die today, like, I'm not obviously wishing on anyone. I want him gone from the club, but I'm not wishing him dead. Yeah? I'm just saying, if he was to drop down dead today, does the club just fold? Control, Alt, Delete. Like, wake up. Like, why do these people... Why? Grown men, you know? Grown men, like, falling in love with next man. That's basically what's happening. Sit back a bit, man. Grown men falling in love with next man, guys. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. Grown men falling in love with next men. Do you support Arsenal or Arteta? Because as far as I was concerned, Arteta ain't a football club. We got Into the Box. Really like Pac-Man. My best mate is a Forest fan. I've been watching them recently and I'm very fucking impressed. Oh my God. That is an understatement. Do you know what I'm saying? Forest have always been a huge club in my eye. Cloughy, absolutely revolutionary. That's what I'm trying to say. They are a big club. They were a big club. Obviously, they've had relegations and stuff like that. And that's going to be Arsenal soon. You see, like when you look at Aston Villa, there was a big club at one point. Forest have probably got better history than us, like, especially in Europe. What phase are they in? If you love something, you have to be prepared to let it go. And the sentiment that comes with that is, if, you know, you're not going to criticize something you don't care about. Do you see what I'm saying? You're going to be truthful with the things that you care about because you want to see them do better. And that's where we're at. But the club love it when fans are arguing between each other, between ourselves, civil war. So then when you go to the game and you're on the concourse and people are getting into full-blown fisticuffs over 11 men kicking a ball on the pitch, the board are sitting there laughing, bro. Have another spoon of caviar, have another glass of champagne. Because these men are multi-millionaires, bro. You see what I'm saying? Big up Into the Box. Some of these modern fans don't even know who the fuck Herbert Chapman was. Big Herbert, you know. Big Herbert. The fucking legend himself. But they know the set piece coach. That's what I'm trying to say. This whole club is just PRFC, innit? Like, we are literally Netflix FC. Like, we are AFTV and chill. Even I do it. Like, we're an embarrassment, bro. Win the dog. We've got our set piece coach painted on the wall. Jova, why are you standing up doing all of this stuff, bro? Sit down, bro. Does anyone know the name of any other set piece coaches? Because I don't. That is the circus that is Arsenal, guys. You know what I mean? The circus that is Arsenal. Let me talk a little word. I'll try and talk a little bit about the Zagreb game. What do you guys think? Let's talk team selection, because we know Saliba's out. So the Tinkerman's going to be in full effect again. One player out, let's reshuffle the whole team. Like, please make it make sense, guys. You know what I'm saying? I live up near Peterborough now, grew up in Luton. Yeah, Luton's not far from me. Arsenal on my team, though, through and through. But Peterborough's cheap tickets. Yeah, bro, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. I've been to bare QPR games. You know what I'm saying? I've had better times there, to be honest with you. I honestly have. Like, when you just take all of that shit out of it, all of that, you know, all of that pressure of trying to win and trying to be a big club and just try and go and enjoy the football, and, you know, you're going result by result. It's a better life, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you. You know, them fans might look at us and envy us. You, man, are second in the league. Why are you complaining? Blah, 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 blah. Why are we complaining? Yeah, you're right, because we're not a big club. And other fans kind of know it. You know, I had another fan say, well, in all the 130 odd years of the club, you know, no European history, just FA Cup pedigree and the league pedigree. That's it. And we've never even defended the... Well, I need to check that out, because I'm pretty sure when I done my history check, in like the 1930s, I think 31, 32 and 33, or 30, 31, 32, I think we actually done a three-peat. I need to go and check to make sure that that's right, though, before I start leaning on that. Because that guy said we've never defended a title, you know, how can we be a big club? And I'm like, all right, fair play. Then I thought to myself, well, hold on. Back in 1930, like History FC, the History Channel, like Curtis says, we're turning into Liverpool. Like, Liverpool obviously of late won some things, so they're not in the same kind of conversation, but there was a point when they would be like, oh, we won the European Cup, we done this, we done that. Like what Man United are doing now. And we've just been prolific overachievers. So as long as we just accept that, then it should be a lot easier to get through football, innit? Do you know what I mean? Zagreb game, I don't know how it's going to go. We will batter them and it will glaze over the Jan window, or we will get battered and we panic buy. I think with the temperature of the fans, I think there's bound to be a panic buy somewhere. I think it's going to be the end of the window. Typical Arsenal, absolute bollocks. It should have been 1 minute past 12. Release the hounds. You know, Montgomery Burns, release the hounds, bro. Fucking message in a bottle, Morse code, fucking everything, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Smoke signals. Like, we should have been sending out all of their messages, bro. The best January transfer window there's been for ages, bruv. Osman, Gyökeres, Marmou, all these players on the table, bruv. Release clauses and that. Saka went down on the 21st of December, even if you weren't even planning to do nothing. When you've seen the squad that we've got, the injuries that we've got, why have you, even if you didn't want to get a striker, why haven't we got a fucking defender? If we're having one player out and we have to then reshuffle the whole team, then why have you not gone and got a right back then? Or a centre back? This club is a joke. It's not serious, bro. It's reactionary. It's not proactive. It's not like a big club. Man City's a big club. Imagine they were tin pot when I was growing up. Had man like One Chop and shit. I think they had the Canio at one point, and like they were shit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they win a couple of games, but they weren't doing nothing. They were tin pot. They weren't doing anything. But they got proper owners to come in, and the owners actually cared about the club, innit? And turned them into a big club. Because like I said, they rested on their laurels in the summer window. You know, they've had a bad run of it in the league. They've had bad injuries. And what have they done in January? Bish, bash, bosh, marmouche. They've got a next defender called Reese or whatever his name is. I don't know him, but I don't care. Their talent ID is better than ours, so I know he's probably going to bang. Just like Savio. Do you know what I'm saying? There's talk that they might spend 250 in January and we can't get one guy across the line. And not only are we going to get a panic buy, it's probably going to be a loan, guys. It's probably going to be a loan. Honestly, this club, bro. But like I said, sorry, I'm on my phone. I'm going to get the laptop soon. I know I keep saying it, but just come off Christmas, you know. Times are difficult, bro. So, yeah, end of the month. We're nearly there. Next payday. But, yeah. Look what they're about to do in the window, bro. And we can't get anybody. It makes no sense. We're exploring. What is there to explore? Release clauses galore. Release the hounds, bro. Release the hounds. Stop fucking about. But of course they're not going to do that. So for a team that ain't going to spend, a team with no ambition, let's just hope and pray we can stay second and win the second cup for the third year in a row. I don't know who's going to start. You know, we're going to probably see Partey back in right back. Like, give me your lineups, guys. Saliba's out. So is he going to have any confidence to play Kivior in centre back? Probably not. So what, we're going to see Timber back there, Partey at right back, and I think Timber's being run into the ground. Mark my words, he'll probably be the next one that's injured. You've gone 3 seasons in a row thinking that no one's going to get injured. Form is going to stay the same. No one's going to get better or worse. Like, what kind of planning is that? But you're supposed to have all these, dossiers and your laptop full up with all these, you've got windows planned, windows ahead. So the moment someone's out injured, there should have been someone there on deck ready to come. That's what Lee was saying, and I missed my point earlier. He was talking about some American franchise, American football or something, yeah? The owner who's bought them. Showing that he wants to win. Doing everything they can to win. He's at every game. He goes to the dressing room after the games. They had injuries. Now, I think they've just made it into the Super Bowl or something like that. They had injuries. The moment they got them injuries, they never sat around talking about internal solutions or this man's going to be back in a few weeks and it's going to be like a new signing. Because anyone in my age bracket, you would remember those words keenly, fondly. Maybe not fondly, but keenly. Like a new signing. How much times has Arsenal ever heard that, bruv? Waiting for injury players to come back. This is just Groundhog Day. So I don't know who's going to start. I know Saliba's out, so we're probably going to see Timber in the centre-back. Probably going to see Partey back at right-back, even though it doesn't win us games. It don't even look good. Do you know what I mean? The man looks tired after half an hour, But this is what we got to put up with. This is the saviour. This is Arteta, the manager that everyone's so in love with, by the way. Literally embarrassing, looking like an amateur in the job. So I think, Raya in goal, probably Partey right back, Timber and fucking Gabriel and Skelly left back. Or someone's actually, big up Godfrey, you've actually put, let me read your lineup. Raya, Timber, Kivior, Gabriel, Skelly. I just don't think he's going to play Kivior, bro. And he should, because Kivior's a better centre-back than he is a left-back. And he's a centre-back. Have some faith in the guy. Why did we waste any money on him? So, but I like that. That's probably the lineup I'd go for as well. Or to be honest with you as well, my bro, if I didn't play Skelly, I might even start Kieran Tierney, bro. I don't understand why this guy is not getting a shot. I know he's injury prone, but that's his only problem. How he plays isn't a problem for me. I actually like him as a player. I wish he could stay fit. Our only proper left back. Do you know what I mean? And I'd even play Skelly in the midfield. Because first I was even questioning it. Like, it's asking a lot more of Skelly in the midfield. It's more pressure on him, yeah? But he's always inverting anyway. Half the time I look at Skelly, he's in the midfield. He's showing strength. He's showing composure. He can half turn. He passes the ball forward. He does pass it a lot to the side as well. He plays safe. But I think if we had Kieran Tierney at left back and we had Skelly as the left 8, or Skelly in the Moreno, you get me? And then have Partey and Odegaard. Even if you didn't want to play Rice, because I don't think Rice is a left 8. I don't think he is. I think Skelly does better there. He's tried to play Moreno in there. Or even if he does a double pivot. Because last year when Rice was having his best run of form, that was in a double pivot with Jorginho. So, You know, stop fucking around with the midfield. Just, you know what I mean? I think Skelly would do better there. I think Odegaard would be better on the left in the Marino position. You know, Partey in the middle, Rice on the right even. And I'm just a casual fan. Anyway, let me read out the rest of your team, Godfrey. Big up. Odegaard, Partey, Rice. Okay, yep. Trossard, Havertz, Martinelli. And it kind of picks itself, innit? We don't have a choice. But even still, on top of that, not having a choice, we also got the worry of the Tinkerman. What's he going to do? Because everyone's saying Rice, Partey, Odegaard or whatever. This guy might rock up with Jorginho, Moreno and somebody else. Fucking Raya might play in midfield for all we know. That's another problem that we have, guys. We just don't know what this guy's going to do with the team. But yeah, I like that lineup, Godfrey. That's the lineup I'd probably go with. Based on form. You know what I mean? Kivior, bro. He's going to be better for us than Partey at right back. I promise you that. They got into the box. It's going to be the usual lineup. That's what I'm saying. We all know. Yep. But the thing is, we all know. But at the same time, like I said, the Tinkerman, bro. Because when we rocked up to that game when we had Timber and Kivior centre back, I'm just like, what more is he going to do? We're going to see Raya up front. Like, it's mad, bro. We got Godfrey again. Skelly is comfortable on the ball. Would not mind if he plays in midfield. Then Tierney at left back. That's what I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying is there's options. Even if you play Tierney at right back, he's a defender at the end of the day. He's got more legs than Thomas Partey at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? You could even play Tierney left back and Skelly right back. Skelly's right-footed. He's not a defender anyway. He's a midfielder. Do you know what I mean? But we've seen what he can do at left back. You're telling me he couldn't do that at right back? Of course he could. So you'd still have it invert and then Kieran Tierney overlapping on the left. And when we play Skelly left and Timber right, Timber overlaps, Skelly inverts. It's not rocket science, guys. It really ain't. This man's getting paid 15 million a year and I'm sitting in my yard smoking Zoots, but I know better than he does. We're not playing ultimate team. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's got an idea that's going to work out better than he. Every time you see that team sheet, you're like, oh my God. Do you know what I mean? Like, Tierney can play left centre back. He plays there for Scotland. Even if you wanted to do a free. Do you know what I'm saying? But we ain't even got the squad or the players to do like a 3-5-2 or anything like that. So even if you're Arteta in or Arteta out, even if you're positive or negative, no matter what your stance is, do you not think that the team need help in terms of numbers? In terms of competition? We don't need to see any comfortable footballers at the club. And that's what it is. Everyone's comfortable. Arteta's comfortable. If he does whatever he wants and fucks it all up, is he going to get sacked? No. Only if we mess up the bag. So if we don't get in the top 4, he'll be worried about that. Other than that, what's he got to worry about? Where's the pressure on him to win anything? It's only from fans. And then we have the civil war between the fans and then the owner's like moves away from the club anyway. It's a joke, guys. So I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if the press conference has happened yet for tomorrow's game. I don't know if that's going to be today or tomorrow. Obviously, I've tried to and find some news. The only news I've got is that Saliba's injured. So that poses the question that we're going to have the major reshuffle. Timber probably centre-back, Partey probably right-back. And then 3 fridges in the midfield. Maybe. Jorginho, Rice and Moreno. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. I really wouldn't. Up front, we don't have a choice. Jesus is now crocked. You got Meg de Sterling, but he never plays him, so Martinelli or Trossard will probably take his place. So, you know, in terms of injuries and all that, it's dire times. But in terms of the stats, in terms of making money, in terms of where we are in the league, oh, let's be positive, guys. We're second, you know, like that. We ain't lost at the Emirates yet. Ooh. So yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard to make any predictions of the team. Let's try and predict the score now. We're at home. I don't think playing at the Emirates particularly helps Arsenal these days. Because the moment the fans start getting upset, it rubs off on the team. But the team don't give the fans nothing to be excited about. The system don't give the fans nothing to be excited about. Like I said, I can never predict an Arsenal loss, so I'm just going to say... I'm going to say 1-0. I got a feeling it might be 1-1 because I don't ever have confidence of us keeping a clean sheet, if I can get my words out. I always say 2-1 and I don't even see how we're going to score 2 goals. So, but I said that in the other games, we scored 2 against Villa. We beat Spurs 2-1. So I'd say either 1-0 or 2-1. Let's go with 2-1, my usual fucking score. Just because I think we're going to concede. Big up Abs again. Big up Broski. Skelly not even in the first team on the .com. Oh, yeah. Not for each game, you just mean as the squad, innit? Yeah, I know. It's a disrespect on Skelly. Because look now, especially when Yeri's been out, and we're looking at a 17 and an 18-year-old, like we put the whole club on their shoulders again. But we're used to that. We've done the same with Saka, and that's why he's fucked. We're running these players into the ground. I knew one of Saliba or Gabriel's going to get injured because they're playing too much. Injured, we've got no cover. Timber will be the next one, guys. Mark my words. Big up Into the Box. I think Arteta takes his games as a draw minimum. So sloppy 1-0 to us. That's what I'm trying to say. Arteta, for me, I think he's so pragmatic and so scared. Like, he just don't want to lose. As long as we don't lose, he thinks that's an alright result. That's not. Draws don't win you shit. When you're trying to chase the league, draws kill you, bruv. I'd rather have a couple more losses and a few more wins. We'd have more points. So when we're getting up all these draws, when we're failing to beat Aston Villa, and Aston Villa, I'm pretty sure, beat us twice last year. This year I thought, boy, we're gonna knock the monkey off our back. We've already beat them away. You know, let's beat them at home. We were 2-0 up. I wouldn't say cruising, but we were 2-0 up. You shouldn't lose after that. You shouldn't be drawing after that. After they scored the 1 goal, like, fix up, wake up. Do you know what I mean? But it's these draws that kill us, bro. So you can't be looking at a title. Arsenal was never good enough to win the title even before a ball was kicked. It was copium and hope from the fan base. And a little bit of expectations, because that's what the club has been gearing you up for. Lying to you when the club knows it's not really about that life. You know, the man that's talking like, you know, he's going to fight this man after school, or, you understand? Or he's a boxer or whatever. And then when push comes to shove, you never see man fight. That's Arsenal, bruv. So I'm really just trying to just take us for what we are. And I feel like in time, that's going to help me, man. Help me get less grey hairs. Help me look less haggard. Just help me not stress about this thing so much. Because we're just overachievers, guys. And if you kind of accept that, and maybe find a second team in another country or a lower league, do you know what I mean? Just accept that. You might even have a happier life, guys. You might have a happier life. So I'm going to say 2-1. I think it might be 1-0, but I'm not confident of us keeping a clean sheet. So I'm going to say 2-1. I don't know where the goals are coming from. 65 million down the drain. Well, I had people arguing with me this morning. That weren't bad business, apparently. Even Lee Judges said that weren't bad business. I had to comment and say, I'm sorry, mate. That was terrible business. Terrible business. The wages that he's on, the money that we spent. Why could we not expect him to be a gunman? Oh, he's not. What's even his position? That's why Arteta was trying to squeeze him into the team so much last year, and even this year. Midfield, right wing, wherever. because he's on 280, 290 a week. That's the marquee signing. His talent ID is dreadful at this club. Absolutely dreadful, bro. When you look across the Premier League, you look at some of the talent that's gone elsewhere, bro. Morgan Rogers, Caicedo, Lavia, Cole Palmer, Delap. Arteta should have known these guys because most of them was at the Manchester City Academy. Then somehow Newcastle's managed to get Guimaraes, fucking Isak, Gordon, Willock, Murphy. How was Newcastle able to do that? You look at Nottingham Forest, the team that they've got. Half of their players would get into our team. Like, who have we got as talent ID at Arsenal Football Club, bruv? It's like, it's mad. It's an absolute joke. But to save yourself some stress, maybe to add a little bit of lifespan to your life, add a couple of more years to your life, Arsenal's not a big club. We're actually doing very well to be where we are, considering what we do, which is next to nothing. You know? It's kind of freeing, man. It's kind of freeing. When you think about it, it's kind of freeing, bro. Like, how can you banter me, bro? I'm like Nottingham Forest. Like, no one can banter Wolfie right now. Because they're up there. They're doing this thing. We're nearly into February and they're still winning. They're still looking good. Chris Wood is still scoring. Like, what are we talking about? They're in phase 5 as well, apparently. That's what their phase 5 looks like. and it's looking like on par with ours. They've only just come up from the Championship, though. You know what I mean? No one can banter them. No one can banter them. Even Newcastle, we know the money that they've got, but because they don't spend it, they're overachievers, right? Just like Arsenal. It's probably right to have more expectation on Chelsea. Not only did they spend £1 billion last summer, more than what we've spent in 5 years, by the way. Like, they're acting like a big club. They've won things more recently than we have. So you can put the expectation on them, like, go and win the league then. But, you know, you're moving like a big club. They went and got Sancho. They went and got Felix. They went and got Pedro Neto. All players that we would have died to have had. Like, who runs this club, bruv? Ronald McDonald, bro. Honestly. So let's just go McDonald's, innit? Let's have a happy meal. Let's be happy. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I think it'll be 2-1 against Dinamo Zagreb. Or I think it'll be 1-0, but I don't know if we're gonna keep a clean sheet. So I'm gonna go 2-1. I would not be surprised to see Partey at right back and Timber at centre back, and a midfield full of fridges. You know, I would not be surprised to get to the end of January and see nobody come in, not even a desperation buy, because this is the Arsenal. And that's about it for today. Nearly an hour and a half just chatting waff, because that's all we've got to talk about with Arsenal. There's nothing really positive, you know. Maybe if some of our players come back from injury, we might be out. We might be out staying in the top 4 this year. You know what I mean? Because we was out the top 4 before. That's what made the management at the club start doing stuff. The ownership start doing stuff. So obviously top 4's our trophy. Top 4's where we need to be. So it's all good at the moment. We might fall out the top 4 if we keep getting injuries and keep playing like this. Like we don't know how to play football anymore. If we keep playing like this, we might not be in the top 4. If we can get a result against Dinamo Zagreb, who have we got in the league next? I don't even know. I swear we've got Man City soon. Let's hope for another draw, guys, because we ain't going to win that one. That's going to be our trophy this year, finishing above City. So far, so good. Everything's gravy. Everything's gravy in the household. But anyway, guys, playback gang, like the video. Do something to cheer me up. Do you know what I mean? People on the way in, way out, like the video, subscribe. If you got any burners, subscribe on those. Family and friends, tell them to subscribe. Help a man out. Can I overachieve like Arsenal's overachieving? Is that possible? Yeah? Do you want to love me more than the club like Arteta? Anyway, guys, back again soon, man. Probably tomorrow. And you can catch me later on, 5 o'clock UK time, on Tony Claude Gunner, on his channel. So type that into YouTube, Tony Claude Gunner. I'll be on there with him at 5. Talking Arsenal, talking overachievers, you get me? But anyway, have a safe day. Be blessed. Back again soon.